Yes. We are back, Sports Jazz. Please do subscribe and welcome yet to another episode of Sports Jazz. Isaac, I'm in the building. Of course, today I have Josh after running away yesterday because Man United was playing. Well,
I
Josh, I
was
hope it's not.
I was running back. I was running back. I mean, I had to look at how far Carlos Baleba is coming through, and I'm happy to report I come back with good news.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah.
Good stuff. I see good stuff happening.
Josh. Once again, guys, please do subscribe. Subscribe, turn on the notifications. Josh and Isaac. It's another. Now we are already done with. I always say welcome to yet another episode of Benjamin Shesko. Well,
Yeah.
welcome to another episode of Carlos Baleba. Here we go very soon.
Yeah. Carlos Baleba.
Anyway, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Happy to have you all. Please get into the comment section. Let's have some fun. Let's talk sports. Let's talk Man United. Let's pick one language, and that's the Red Devils language. Well, just news coming in is Man United has agreed. Man United and Carlos Baleba have both agreed personal terms, and Baleba is trying to push through for a move. He's already informed Brighton that he wants to join Man United. So, in other words, I mean, this is positive. This is good news, and we know, judging with what we've seen, United does not bid or does not go into a player unless they have confirmation that the player wants to join them. We've seen that with Shesko. We've seen that with Mbumo, Cunha. So I think it's the same thing that is happening with Carlos Baleba. He's informed Brighton, the Seagulls, that he wants to move to Man United. Now they've been speaking. Of course, Brighton is trying to play hardball. They're reluctant to sell. They slapped a 100 million pound price tag. But let's wait and see. Josh. What are your thoughts?
Oh well, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. Good to be with all of you. But I think that United is repeating the process they undertook to secure the services of Matthias Cunha and Brian Mbumo, and I do think that we are actually going to have a very good. We're going to have a very good signing very soon because Carlos Baleba will be a Manchester United player before soon because. The same deliberate process of making sure we agree terms with the player, we make sure the player wants to join Manchester United. So there is not a Frankie de Jong situation where the club wants to sell, but the player is not ready to move to the club. So when we take that out of the way, I do think that it will be easy. Oh, sorry, it won't be easy, but it would be. Brighton will be weakened and they'll be willing to sell. 5 minutes.
I think I'm also waiting. Let's wait and see how things turn up. But I mean, it's very good that the player is interested in joining Man United. It's very promising that he's pushing and he's already informed Brighton through his representatives that he's open to joining Man United. And I think he would be a great addition to the Man United squad. I'm already very happy with the front three that we have, and I cannot wait for the Arsenal game. Although I'm doubtful. I don't think Shesko will be ready to play. But other than that, I'm so far very, very happy with the transfers that Man United has conducted. I mean, you've brought in Diego Leon, the new kid, the other side as a left wing back. You've brought in Matis Cunha as your left wing forward. You've brought in Brian Mbumo as your right wing forward. And on top of that, you've done the unthinkable. And you have Benjamin Shesko. So let's wait and see how things turn up. And we all know Baleba Josh. He's still a young player, great player on the field. He covers the ground so well. He also, by the way, scores goals. He has the pace. He has the energy. To me, I think he's what Man United exactly need. And if he joins Man United, and you have Baleba, you have Ugarte, you have Kobe Mino, you have Bruno Fernandes. I'm not going to talk about Casemiro because I still think he might leave at the end of the window. Let's wait and see. But if he stays, well and good. But I mean, having Baleba there to run the midfield with Ugarte or Kobe Mino or Bruno Fernandes, that is a plus, Josh. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah. It will be incredible because Carlos Baleba is a dynamic, all-action central midfielder with a lot of stamina, and United has lacked a bit of stamina. The thing is, he has a great dribbling skills. He has a good passing range. He excels in both box-to-box and holding midfield roles. I would
Mm,
prefer for him to be I don't know. You're going to take away the best things, some of the best things that Carlos Baleba is capable of, like the ability to dribble, to take the ball forward, and things like that. Play as a box-to-box player when you play him as a holding midfielder. But I do believe that Man United needs Carlos Baleba to be trained the art of playing as a holding midfielder, because I know this boy has the ability to break lines. I mean, the things that he can do on the ball are actually very important for the Manchester United side, which has only two midfielders, and the other midfielder is Bruno Fernandes, a guy you can say that he can get excited on the field of play and assume so many roles. So you need someone who has not that he's not level-headed, but you need someone who is a bit steadied, like Ugarte, the temperament of Ugarte. So I mean, Baleba, with all the skills that he has, if you can teach him the positional tactical awareness to play as a central midfielder, believe you me, you have gotten quite a player, because he can do it all. He is that tenacious, dynamic, all-action midfielder that we've been looking for. Very athletic, a lot of stamina, and he demonstrates a very strong understanding of the game. So I do believe that Manchester United, good things are happening. Good things are happening.
and I mean, not to forget, Josh, if you have a guy like Baleba in your midfield, okay, then you have Bruno Fernandes. Um, by the way, before I get to that, do you still think? Because I remember back then you had questions, Bruno. You would say Baleba is the perfect fit if he's playing with Ugarte, but you
Yeah,
had questions if he's playing with Bruno Fernandes. Do you still
yeah.
hold the same
Yeah,
the same
yeah,
thought?
yeah. Yeah, I still hold the same thought, because the things that Carlos Baleba, the things that have brought Carlos Baleba to Manchester United is his
Yeah,
ability on the ball. The player that we are seeing right now, the box to box player, the tenacious, dynamic player. Then when you take that out of him, you make him a holding midfielder. Now he cannot play with Bruno Fernandes playing as a box to box player, because Bruno Fernandes is Bruno Fernandes. He doesn't have the best ability defending. So you have to play him with Manu Ugarte, and Manu Ugarte is not the player who is going to start. So you have to teach Carlos Baleba, and United has to be willing, the fans have to be willing to give him a period within which he's going to learn to play as a central defensive midfielder, because he can actually do it. He has played like that at Brighton, but
yeah.
United is another whole kettle of fish.
Matthew says, "Hi, Matthew. Shout out to you. Shout out to you." Says he's been a Man United fan since 2006 to 25. I pray that Baleba will come and be a Man, or rather, will be a Man United player. I think it will be quite incredible if we get Baleba. It's it's um okay. Sorry, we have to lose Josh. We have to lose Josh. But yeah, once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. As I was saying, it would be quite incredible if we get Baleba to join Man United. It's going to be amazing. He's a player who would add quality to the squad, add pace to the squad. You know, the midfield. He's a midfield maestro. By the way, he's a midfield maestro, and it's something that Man United is lacking currently. You can see how we struggled against Everton. The game against Fiorentina yesterday at Old Trafford, the last game, preseason game, you can still see that United was struggling in the midfield. And I don't think Casemiro, I do not think Casemiro is going to give you 5 games back to back. I keep saying this. He's already old. Okay, in other words, he's past his prime. He used to be a good player, but he's not, that player that you can rely on. The only problem I see is his wages, 350 per week, bro. That's a lot of money, and I'm really happy with the new signings. Especially, I say that because I just mentioned the 350 that Casemiro is earning, and I think you have to give it up to Ineos, because bringing in all those players and none of them so far exceeds 200,000 pounds per week, because Mbomo is on 150, Cunha 180, and Shesko is on 160. Although I think there's a clause, if we do qualify to the Champions League, it might hit 190 or 200,000 per week for Shesko. But either way, compared to how things were last time, where you have deals coming in, rather players coming in on high fees. On top of that, they give them high wages because you see Casemiro, the likes of Luke Shaw, the likes of Jadon Sancho, Rashford is who's on loan at Barcelona. Very many players are on very, very, very high wages, and Ineos has to make sure they change that. They have to make sure they change that old. I mean, because it's one of the reasons we're struggling to sign players, because you cannot sign players if you're not selling players. And on top of that, they're on high wages. You see, we are struggling with Jadon Sancho because he doesn't want to lose the money. He rather stays, he rather even misses the World Cup because the World Cup is next year. So majority of the players, that's why you see Rashford going on the other side because he wants to stay active. He wants to be called. But with Jadon Sancho, I think he's already given up on football. He's just enjoying his life. You know, he's the only Avenger that we have. Maybe also Garnacho. And in regards to Garnacho, news coming in is they've already also agreed personal terms with Chelsea. I think Chelsea just has to make a few more sales from what I read today. And as per Fabrizio Romano through his social media handles, platforms, Chelsea just has to make a few more sales, and they will come in for Garnacho swinging. And I still think, again, the money from Garnacho's sale is the same money that is going to facilitate Baleba, because I know Brighton is a very, very stubborn club. You know, I don't think they are going to agree the installment plans and everything. I think they're going to come swinging if we're going for their player, because it's last minute. It's just a week to the EPL. They are going to outprice us. They are going to slap a silly price tag on him. And if it's not the 100 million price tag they said, because I know he might go for around 65 to 70 million pounds, they might tell you maybe they need 50 up front. So Brighton is stubborn. But well, again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Carlos Baleba, personal terms agreed with Man United. Now the hardball stays with the Brighton. United has to make sure the Seagulls come to the table, negotiate, find a way, because I understand the player is pushing. He's already informed Brighton that he's ready for a new challenge. He wants to move to Man United, and we want players that want to join Man United. We want players that want to join Man United. You know, I think you remember when Amarim was asked about Gyökeres way back. He said, well, I only want players that want to stay, or rather to play for Man United. That was after reports came out saying that Gyökeres wanted European football. And, you know, United didn't get any European football. They finished 15th, performed worse. I think one of the worst performances since 1974, something like that, when they were relegated. So Amorim had to make it clear, you don't come to this club if you don't want to be part of us, whether we're in UCL or not. If you feel you don't want that, don't join. And I'm very happy that we've seen players like Mathis Cunha, Mbumo, Letes Shesko brush off teams that have European football, like Spurs, you know, the likes of Newcastle, the likes of Arsenal. When I say Arsenal, I mean Cunha and Mbomo. They were also interested in the player. With Newcastle, they've been interested in everyone. I don't know what's happening at Newcastle, but they are really losing. I think they've lost the grip. They've lost the grip. But it's good stuff. It's good stuff, you know, to have a player who's interested in you. Captain with Man United, guys. Personal terms agreed with the player, you know, not with the club. Personal terms agreed with the player. Man United and Carlos Baleba have agreed personal terms, not with the club, guys. Don't get it twisted. So let's wait and see how things turn up. Let's wait and see. Hopefully, this deal is closed, because I still think, as Josh informed us earlier at the beginning of the stream, he's a top guy. He's a top guy who's already there. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. In other news, in other Man United sports news, AC Milan have handed Man United a loan offer of £4 million plus an option to buy of Rasmus Hojlund. We all know Rasmus Hojlund didn't want to move. He didn't want the transfer. He wanted to set Man United. But with the World Cup coming next season, you have to consider everything on the table. You have to know, you have to get game time, you know, and I think he just had to agree and he had to move on. So yes, he's being lined to be loaned back to Italy, because remember, I say back because he used to be he's a player we signed from Atlanta. So it looks like AC Milan are the current front runners, willing to offer £4 million in terms of a loan and an option to buy of £39 million. I think it's not so bad. It's not so bad. I mean, you count your losses for a player who we bought for close to £67 million. You count your losses and move on. So yeah, Milan is. I mean, they've made their pitch. They're trying to get the player. Hopefully, this gets done very fast, and he joins Milan so that there's room for space. I understand they're also going to be taking care of his wages, which is something that we do need right now. I mean, which would be very good for the for Man United, because the focus right now is on departures. They want United wants to be in a position to act if an opportunity presents itself. By this, you see they're trying to get Baleba now. To get Baleba, you need at least to get some sales. Now, if United can bank the 4M from AC Milan, on top of that, the Chelsea fee for Garnacho also come through. I think Baleba is going to be a Man United player very soon. If that happens, it's going to be quite incredible. And we'll be having a player to join Man United, a midfielder. As for the keeper, I've seen reports of Donnarumma. I don't know how true that is, guys. He's on high wages, by the way. That's what I said. But how about Onana? Because you cannot have Donnarumma and Onana, both keepers, on high wages. I mean, at least would have to, I don't know, maybe loan Onana or something, because there are no suitors for him. So it's a bit funny. But I've seen Donnarumma. I think it's his agent or whatever, who's pushing that he wants to join Man United. I understand PSG are not willing to offer him a new contract, and he's also cheap. He's available for around 24 to 26, 27 million pounds. But the only problem is he comes with high wages. But would he be a better upgrade than what we have? I think he's better than Onana. I would take him over Onana. Emmanuel, shout out to you, Emmanuel. Please do subscribe. He says, Baleba, please. Bro, we would have to. I mean, with what I've seen this season, United have only got, last season we're being linked to very many players. I think even towards the end of the season, very, very, very many players. But in the last, I would say 45 days, United has been precise. Every name that has popped up, and there's concrete evidence that Man United is into the player, they've always plugged it. I mean, they've always pulled that player, and they've always pulled the plug. So do I think we might get Baleba? Because, I mean, they went in for Shesko. No one thought we'd get Shesko. If it's true, and because we've seen David Ornstein confirm the reports, we've seen Ben Jacobs, we've seen Fabrizio Romano also confirm the reports. If it's true that United are interested in Baleba, we are going to get him. The only thing I pray is that Chelsea cashes in on Garnacho real fast, because I think we might need that money. Niger fan, shout out to you, man. It's been a while. It's been a few days, brother. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Hope life is okay, man. Shout out to you, brother, man. Thank you for keeping it real. Then Emmanuel says, please, Omar Sajin, break the bank for Baleba. Everyone is fingers crossed. Hopefully it happens. Then Niger fan says we need to play 4-3-3. Brother Amorim has his own ego, by the way. He's I don't want to say he's pragmatic, but do you remember when he was being criticized back then when we were losing games back to back? The scores, was it Nevo as well, but came out and said he should change the formation. It's not working. It's not suited for the players and all that. He stuck to his guns and he said, I'm sticking to my formation that I know very well. I'm not going to change. So let's wait and see how things turn up. But I don't think he's going to change. I don't see him changing, and Maybe the only one I would say is the 3-4-1-2, where you have but now we have Shesko. That was before we had Shesko. I mean, you have the three CBs, you have the four other players, the two wing backs and the midfielders. Then you have Bruno in behind Mbomo and Cunha. But now that Shesko has arrived, he's going to he's sticking to his formation. Like it or not, he's sticking to his formation. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Josh was with us earlier, but he has left. But I am here. Still news coming in, transfer news. Yeah, I've talked about the Garnacho situation. Personal terms agreed with the club, so they're now looking forward to negotiating a deal with the Man United. And let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. I hope it comes through very fast because we don't need players who don't want to stay with us. We need players that are dedicated to the project. We need players that are going to respect the manager. We need players that are going to respect the badge and are ready to pour blood for the badge. Yeah, I'm reading something here on Amarim, what he said about Shesko. He said he has the right character to be in this group, so I'm really happy to have him. He has the characteristics that we needed. Ben is a player with all with all the information that we need to stop the guy from working. Not the opposite. He laughs. Well, that's very good. That's very good. I think, by the way, Nature fan, I don't know whether you're still in the comment section. What do you think about Shesko's I mean, us Man United getting his signature? Do you think he's going to hit the ground running? Do you think he's going to be another Rasmus Hojlund? Or, I mean, I would love to know, because I know you sometimes break your stuff in the comment section. I'd love to know. Emmanuel, I'd love to know what you think about the signing of Shesko. It was unveiled yesterday officially to the Man United fans. Of course, also Diego Leon, Cunha, and Bomo. But I think the crowd went berserk when Shesko stepped on the pitch. I mean, it's good, to have such vibes. It's good. Emmanuel says, please, United fans are suffering. Emmanuel says United fans are suffering. Bro, that midfield issue, I really hope and I pray that I mean, everything changes. I really hope we get someone. Someone is asking about Rasmus Hojlund. If look, by the way, I like Rasmus Hojlund. I mean, I'm saying in terms, I mean, the attitude, the willingness to stay and fight for his place is really admirable. But for me, I think it's the end of him. It's the end of the road at Man United. I mean, with Shesko now there, and Milan have made sales, to give them the budget to complete a deal like this one. So I think it makes a lot of sense for me for him to join, to go the other side. But let's wait and see how things turn up. Again, I don't know. The deal is not yet. He wants to stay, from what I understand. He's putting up a fight, but he looks like he's going to go the other side, whether he like it or not, because it's going to be incredible. Right now, the only thing they're focusing on is Baleba, from what I understand. And United are under no illusion that they need a high intensity, energetic midfielder, so they are going to do everything in their power, everything in their means to get one, and that is Carlos Baleba. He remains the top priority. Hopefully we find our way to manage and navigate through, those the financial struggles we currently have, because it's not so easy. It's not so easy, United. And we've it looks like United has shut up a lot of people who thought that United would struggle to sign players. I mean, you're not in the Champions League, you're not in the Europa, but you still have the aura to, attract such top players. So I think I'm very happy with that. And that tells you the magnitude, Man United holds, when it comes to the global picture. Guys, please don't get it twisted. I said agrees personal terms with Man United. I am Faz. Please do your research. Go check the news. I said personal terms with Man United, not with the club. Okay, it's no problem. They've agreed personal terms with the player, just the way you see Chelsea has agreed personal terms with Garnacho. So it's not a problem, guys. It's not a problem. Please do your research. Emmanuel says, Sesko, please, is he good on the ball? He's good on the ball. He has the ball control. He's good in the air and all that. And it's not a problem at all. It's not a problem. So you just have to wait on and see how things work out. But I know he's really going to work for Man United. He has the quality. He's good in the air. He can shoot from outside the box. The technicality is there. I think he's what we need. He's what we need. He's what we need currently. And hopefully he doesn't disappoint like the likes of Rasmus Hojlund. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see how things turn around or turn up. But yeah, United decided to take a calculated risk this summer. They've made moves for Sesko, Cunha, Mbomo, And now Baleba is on their radar, who they've agreed personal terms with, okay, with the player, guys. Don't get it twisted. I don't know. There's rumors of a keeper, Lamens or Donnarumma. I don't know how true that is, but I don't see them coming. I don't see them coming if it's not going to work. Because for them to come, or for one of those two, if Lamens is coming, then that's okay. It's understandable. But if Donnarumma is coming, it's going to be a problem, a huge, huge problem, because you would need to take Onana off first. You know, you would need to take Onana off first. So I think we are going to stay with Onana. I don't think we're going to sign a keeper unless he's a young keeper. He's a younger keeper like Lamens, from what I understand. But yes, terms with Baleba already okay, but getting Brighton's evaluation, you know, is going to be the problem. You know, potentially getting. I think Baleba has to do whatever he has to do to push for the move, so that I mean, the deal comes through, you know, because we remember the structuring of the likes of Cunha and Mbomo. You know, those deals have created additional flexibility, you know, in terms of wages. Because if you remember last season, sorry, at the beginning of this season, I mean, right now you had Evans go off, you had Ericsson go off the wage bill, you had Lindelof go off, you had Rashford, who's the other side, and Barcelona is taking care of him. So I think we're only left with the Avengers. That is Sancho, Anthony, Malacia, and Garnacho. If we can get those ones also off the books, I see Rasmus Hojlund is also now in the works. Bayinda needs to move. I think it will be nice. You know, it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. That will be easy, and it will help in facilitation. Shout outs to everyone. Kadali, shout outs to your brother. Shout outs to you. Say, suck the big flop. Amarim is the big flop. I need Zidane. Come on, Amarim. Sorry, Kadali, really? You said I watched Man United Saturday flop game. Amarim out already. You're already calling for his head. No, I don't think it's fair to call for his head now. Let's wait and see. I think if we get Baleba in the midfield, everything is going to change. If we get Baleba in the midfield, everything is going to change. By the way, if you watched the game yesterday, the communication, the the movement on the right, or rather on the right side, where you have Amad Diallo as your right wing back and Mboma as your right wing forward, I think there is very, very good. There was very good communication yesterday, and you can see it's going to be a good partnership. So we need the same thing from the other side, between Cunha and Patrick Dogu. If the wing backs communicate very well with the with the forwards, it's going to be quite incredible. Man United is going to be a team that is going to be immense, especially if we also get reinforcement in the midfield. So I'll be looking out for that. Let's keep fingers crossed. Let's wait and see if Brighton can agree with Manchester United. It will be great. It will be great. I mean, who doesn't want to have Baleba? Everyone wants to have Baleba, Everyone wants to have Baleba. And speaking about yesterday's game, by the way, I think Mason Mount has really improved. I hope he stays fit. I hope he doesn't get injured. And it's good to have options. It's good to have squad depth, because now you see that you can play Mbomo up front, and you play Fernandez and Cunha as your 10s. You can play Fernandez as Mount as your 10. You can play Cunha and Mount as your 10. You can play Mount and Mbomo as your 10s. So I mean, it's good to have that kind of versatility in the team. It's good to have the depth that now we currently have, because now you really look at the other side of the right side, where you have the CB and the right wing forward, where you have Dallo and Mazarawi. I mean, when I think about that, I see like they are really about to struggle next season, because if you have a perfect fit Lenny Euro, you have a fit De Ligt in the middle, then you have Aiden Heaven this side, or maybe assuming also the Butcher Alessandro Martinez turns up and is also fit this side, it's going to be incredible. It's going to be incredible. And let's wait and see how things are going to work out, because if those three are okay, then you have the wing backs, Dogo the other side, and you have this side, Amad Diallo. I think Diego Dallo and Mazarawi really need to ask questions. But again, on the other hand, I think it's really nice to have the squad depth, to have all those guys around you playing. Let's just wait and see. Let's just wait and see. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Josh was with us earlier, but left. Josh says, Emmanuel, he's a technical player and has great feet. Worry not about him on the ball. By the way, talking about on the ball, Matthias Cunha is really good on the ball. I don't know whether you guys saw him yesterday. The way he runs and carries the ball, he's a player that we really need. He's a player that we've been missing. I think Bomo is still struggling with some bit of fitness, but I know he's going to come very good very soon. And it would be nice. It would be nice, guys. I know, Hadeli, you've said things are not going so well. I mean, you didn't like what you watched yesterday. I think it was only fair. I mean, Roma wasn't built in the day. We are taking baby steps. We've signed players, so you just have to believe, because I believe Amorim is improving to be so much more than just our manager. I think he's become a driving force behind the Man United rebirth, and he's doing that so well. He's flipped the mentality. The training sessions are now sought in intensity, daily routines, and laser focused. And I mean, now you have even the infrastructures being improved. United just refurbished Carrington, and Ineos invested £50 million. And it's that kind of systematic shift that you expect anyway from Ineos, and not just the coach. So I think I'm happy with what I'm seeing. But the only problem is we need a midfielder. If we can get Baleba, that would be great, because there's fresh and positive buzz around the club. I mean, it will be really, really nice. If you have Benjamin Sesko come and join you, after what happened last season, I think it will be only fair for everyone to see the progress Man United is doing. Although there's still a lot of work to do, and yeah, hopefully we manage to get around it. Once again, guys, please do subscribe. I understand Benjamin Sesko has reported for his day. Yeah, I'm reading. So I'm seeing pictures of him reporting to Carrington today for his first training session with Man United. Let me put it up for you guys to see it. He was with Joshua Zirkzee. I think it's really great. It's very, very good. That's him. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notification. That is Benjamin Sesko. Yeah, that is Benjamin Sesko. Once again, please do subscribe, guys. Turn on the notifications. Yeah, there you go. That was Sesko turning up for training today, and that was Joshua Zirkzee welcoming him. Is Liverpool versus Crystal Palace? No, it's not going to be for free. Community Shield, it's not going to be for free. There's no way that it's going to be for free. And talking stupid about manager when all managing staff working in the building, attack and pushing midfielder. Sorry, I didn't get that. Lucky Singh says talking stupid about manager when all management staff working on building, attack and pushing for a midfielder. I think he's replaying someone. Look, Amorim is doing what he can, guys. We were rock bottom. We're so poor. I know it's going to be quite a challenge. Roma wasn't built in a day, but I think we are getting there. If you look at how we're playing right now, I don't know whether you guys watched yesterday. Every time we're around the final third, we are missing a striker. That's all. The passes, Amad Diallo, Brian Mbomo, Cunha, the way those passes, and also Bruno Fernandes at one point, I think it shows signs of progress. So let's just wait and see how things are going to turn up. Just says, come on, Hedali, stability is very important for progress. That is 100% true. Then Lucky says, by the way, Lucky, shout outs to your brother, shout outs to you. He says we are pushing for Adam Wharton or Baleba. By the way, guys, in the comment section, who do you have? Do you go for Baleba or Adam Wharton? I think Wharton would do he's very good as a DM, but going forward, I think Baleba is a mile ahead. But both are very, very good young players. Both very good young players. We've seen training. I've seen training. Pearl fans needs to close their mouth. Sing is really pissed. We aim for top 7. People should stop chanting about my manager. Next season, if we can get a player like, okay, before the season starts, if we get Baleba, I think a lot is going to change. For me, I'm really optimistic if Man United gets Baleba, a lot is going to change. And I'm having fingers crossed. The midfield, I don't know what you guys are thinking, because I'm trying to imagine if you have Baleba and Ugarte, or Baleba and Fernandez in the midfield, and everything is working out so good. I think good stuff, good things are about to happen. So, those of you that are already calling for Amorim because of yesterday's game, I think it's a bit unfair, guys. It's preseason, I understand. I'm actually happy that we played very good. I'm not saying other clubs, the likes of FC Seoul or what, Asian clubs are not good, but I'm happy that we played the likes of Everton, Fiorentina, or West Ham, then Bournemouth, because those are the same clubs that we're playing in the Premier League, or even in the FA. Those are the same clubs, and I'm happy that their lineups were really strong. So I know it's quite challenging, but let's have some patience with Amorim. He's getting what he needs. At least let's give him this season. For as long as he gets a new midfielder, about the keeper, I'm not so sure, but for as long as he gets a new midfielder, give him a chance. Let him turn up. Let's see what he can do, because I believe he's going to be, rather, he's going to turn around Man United. And for me, I think I also agree with Singh, top 7, top 6. If you get Baleba, top 7 or top 6, we have to be there. Honestly, guys, we really, really have to be there. Have guys seen any improvement? I don't think guys have. But me personally, I've seen some improvement. I've seen the improvement. The CBs, Dogu, you cannot tell me Dogu has not improved. Yes, yesterday he almost cost us a goal. He almost blundered, but Patrick Dogu has really improved. Which other player? Patrick Dogu has really improved. Then you have players like Amad Diallo. Is Amad Diallo? Cunha, by the way, Cunha is a baller. I barely watched him I only watched him every time we were playing against Wolves, but Cunha is a real Samba boy. He's a real baller. How he carries the ball, runs with the ball, I think it's quite incredible. For those of you asking about Baleba has a great person. I don't know whether, let me get the post and put it up for you guys, because I saw someone saying that is not true. Baleba has a great personal terms with Man United, okay? Only with Man United. So he's pushing for, there you go. It's coming back up. Let me put it up for you guys. Personal terms, not an issue with Man United, not at Brighton. So from what I understand, he has also informed Brighton that he wants the move. And this is cadets of United Truthful. Baleba has agreed personal terms with Man United and is now pushing for a move. And it's kind of Indy. Indy is also very, 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 very credible. Indy, the likes of Ben Jacobs, has also just tweeted the same thing. Fabrizio also confirmed the same thing. So guys who are saying it's not true, it is true. Please go out and check it out. Go out and check it out. Shivam says, shout out to you, Shivam. Shout out to you, Shivam. Irrespective of the number of players we sign, we are fighting for 6 at max. Players take time to gel in, and maybe next year top 4 is plausible. People need to stop the propaganda of the top 4. I do agree with you. I think right now we are looking at top 6, top 7 next season, because it's going to take some. These players need to have chemistry, and that chemistry comes with time. They need to have chemistry. So I don't know whether you guys remember Klopp's Liverpool that had a Firmino, that had Firmino, Salah, and Mane. It takes time. Okay, it takes time, guys. So let's wait and see. But if there's chemistry between those people, and I'd rather those players with time, and you have Bruno Fernandes, the likes of Bomo, Cunha, and Shesko, if we get the chemistry that we are supposed to get, I'm telling you, the club is going to be fire. They're going to be scoring goals. They're going to be scoring goals. So top 6 for me, top 7 is more likely. Then after, maybe we shall get into, that's if we also improve and again sign more better players, because we still have Onana as a problem at the back. Yo, guys, Onana single-handedly cost us the European, the Europa, against Spurs. I still think he has butterfingers. I don't trust him, but unfortunately, we cannot sign Donnarumma. I'm seeing the links of Donnarumma, but I don't think you can get Donnarumma if you have Onana. The wages, those two. Donnarumma doesn't come cheap, so it's going to be a problem. But let's wait and see. Shivam says, Lucky says, Shivam, correct. We look to build and aim to attack top 8. I think we are going to do better than that if everything goes our way. Kadali says Adam Martin is not a world class like Baleba. No, he's not, but he's a very good player. That's why he said as a DM. I don't know whether you watch Crystal Palace. Adam Wharton is a bowler to be. He's a bowler. You know, he's a very, very good bowler. He's a good bowler to look out for. I'm telling you guys, I've watched Crystal Palace at least. Adam Wharton is a very, very good bowler. And in the hole, he can sit in so well. Agree, Lucky. Lucky, I do agree. Hadeli says Man United win to win games. Well, hopefully we beat. I don't know, guys. Tell me what you think about the opening game. The opening game against Arsenal. Do you guys see us? By the way, Gyökeres scored yesterday. A lot of people have been saying he's I don't know, they've called him the Dolph Lundgren of football. They've called him White Lukaku, but he scored yesterday. So good things are happening. I just keep saying, I know something nice is going to come out. Let's just wait and see how things are. Then the other player I would love to talk about. Sorry, the game. I wanted to know what do you think about the opening game, United versus Arsenal? Do you see us beating Arsenal? Do you see us winning? Because I feel like Arsenal is slightly 3 steps ahead of us. You know, they are not where they're supposed to are, but they are 3 steps ahead of ahead of Man United. So I don't know. It's a bit tricky. Singh says Shivam, 100% Chelsea, Liverpool, the summer, Man City top stronger. Our aim building, scoring more goals. I think the issue of scoring goals is going to be sorted this season. And I'm also with Lucky. Although I think top 6, top 8, no, top 7. I'll be realistic. Top 7, anything around there. 6, 7, 5. Who knows? You know. But if the players settle in and they gel very well, goals are going to rain. Like it or not, goals are going to come through. And I'm very, very optimistic, guys. You need to be optimistic. You need to give Amorim some time. You know, things just don't work out the way you want them to work out. I think he's trying as a manager, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's not, Rama wasn't built a day, as I've been saying. He's not going to just make it work right away. It's going to take some time. You're going to have players get to know. I mean, they need to understand each other. They need to know the drills. And like Benjamin Sesko, there is no way he's going to start ahead of Arsenal, rather in the Arsenal game. You never know. Some players really come if they've been fit. But with Amorim's style of play, it's a bit difficult. So I don't see him starting at the beginning of the game. Hopefully, rather at the beginning of the season. Hopefully, maybe he might, but let's wait and see. Today he showed up for training, and yeah, that's good stuff. At least we also have, by the way, Joshua Zaxi. You know, that is the depth that I'm talking about. Adam Wharton, Baleba is more dynamic. That is Josh for you. Shout out to Josh. By the way, that is the Josh that I'm always with. Plead, yes, it's real news. He has agreed terms with Man United. It's real news. He has agreed terms with Man United, you know. And yesterday, Invisible was online yesterday saying Baleba is coming, and he comes back, he's saying that he's coming. That is very good to be optimistic. Singh says Adam Wharton is very quick and smart midfielder. I don't know, people. I'm surprised some people haven't watched Adam Wharton. Adam Wharton is a bowler, guys. He's a bowler. You know, for those of you that don't know Adam Wharton, watch every Crystal Palace game this season. You'll know who Adam Wharton is. If he gets a proper manager and settles in a proper team, a better team, he's a player to look out for, and he's going to beat players. You know, rather he's going to beat players. He knows how to control the tempo. He's good. He can also cover the ground. He's quick. You know, he has very good game reading. He's a very good, very, very, I insist, he's a very, very, very good midfielder. So for those of you that are having doubts on him, about him, don't get it twisted. You know, he's going to surprise you. Just a minute. Just a minute. Okay, yeah, I was checking out something. I thought it's true, but I'm checking here. Yeah. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notification. Josh and Isaac. Sports Jazz. I keep saying Josh and Isaac because Josh was with me earlier, but he's not around now. He left, something important came up. But yes, guys, please stay optimistic. We might get Baleba. We might get Baleba. Invisible says he juggles with the ball. He juggles the ball with his bum. Josh in the comment section saying, with only domestic competition to worry about, I strongly believe top six outside Liverpool, Arsenal, City, and Chelsea. I don't see any other team better than us with the improvements made. Then Singh says, Chelsea, Liverpool, City, so far too strong. Guys, City, I'm having doubts about City. I'm having doubts about City. I don't know. Anyway, they have Mamouche. They have Slovenia, I think is a good player. They have a good player, promising. They have, of course, Haaland. Rodri is injured again, so he might be out. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see how things are going to turn out. Let's wait and see how things are going to turn out. But I know good things are about to happen for Man United. Don't worry, guys. I'm reading something. Good things are about to happen for Man United. That's what I can say. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notification. I'm checking for Baleba right now. I understand something might come up. Anyway, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Hadali says Bournemouth completes sign. I saw that. 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 But right now, let's focus on Man United. We have bigger problems than Bournemouth. You know, we need to get back to the top. We performed so worse last season, rather so bad last season. I mean, the worst since 1974 when Man United was relegated. So it's not a good thing at all. It's not good at all. We need to be back to the best. Lucky says we need to settle in top 8 or 6, sorry, or 7. Then Invisible says, just imagine having Baleba in the midfield. On top of that, Singh says, real quick, smartness, ground duels, Adam. Yo, I don't know. Who was doubting earlier on in the comment section? Who was doubting Adam Watton? That guy is a proper baller. You go back and watch. No, they are playing Liverpool, right? They are playing Liverpool. Watch him play against Liverpool. Then you're going to tell me. Watch him play today against Liverpool. And Liverpool, if Liverpool is not careful, they might lose to Crystal Palace. If they're not careful, they might lose to Crystal Palace. How many hours left? I think 3.5 hours for the Community Shield. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see, guys. Please do subscribe, guys. Please do subscribe. Turn on the notifications. Yes, news coming in is personal terms. Baleba has agreed personal terms with Man United and is now pushing for the move. He's informed Brighton of his desire to join Man United, and I think everyone should be looking out for that. Because I mean, bro, signing Carlos Baleba would be a home run for Manchester United. You know, it would be a home run for Man United, and I like how United has approached all these summer signings. They come out, they tell you they're interested in a player. The next thing you know, Cunha is in the bag. I think the only signing that dragged on for so long was Mbomo with Brentford playing hardball. But I'm really happy that the player decided to stay humble, turn down Arsenal, turn down Newcastle, turn down the likes of Spurs after Frank joined Spurs, because I understand they tried to make a move for him. He turned down all those, and he only wanted to join Man United. Now, on top of that, you're seeing Shesko also. Newcastle went in. I understand they were offering more wages in terms of salary, even more commission to his agents, even more money, slightly a few £1 million more to a few £1 million more to Leipzig than what Man United was offering. So, I mean, it's something really, really incredible that United can still pull a plug on such players and have them, turn them, convince them and join the club. And you have to give it up for guys like Christopher Vivel, Omar Berada, Jason Wilcox. I think they've done so well. They've done incredibly well. Toy says we need Donnarumma. It's true, Donnarumma is a better player. He's a better keeper. I don't know, guys. Tell me, please, what you think in the comment section. He's a better keeper than Donnarumma is a better keeper than Onana, but I don't think you're going to have Onana, who's on high wages, and Donnarumma, who's on much more high wages, at the same club. Who are you going to bench? You're going to bench. I don't think Onana is going to settle for that. But if we get a chance that Onana can be pushed out of the club or sold or loaned, and the other guys are covering everything, I'm happy to take Donnarumma anytime, any day, because PSG don't want to extend his contract, and it also looks like he wants to leave them. He doesn't want to be with them. So I think I'm good with that. I'm good with that. If he's going to leave, I'm okay. I can settle with that. I can settle with Donnarumma. He would be a great one. He would be a great one. Um, then, like he's saying, yeah, Rasmus is. But I understand he didn't want to move. He wanted to stay and fight for his position. Yeah, rather, but I think it's going to be a stretch. We've watched enough of Rasmus Hojlund, guys. Don't get it twisted because he scored a goal against Bournemouth. That man is always a few seconds earlier or a few seconds late. Have you noticed every time a ball comes, a pass comes in front of the goal in the final third, he's either a few seconds late or a few seconds earlier. And we need someone who's sharp. We need someone who's hungry for goals. Yes, Hojlund has the pace, but also Sesko has the pace. We need more hunger. We need someone with a clinical finishing, in the box. We need someone who can shoot from outside the box. We need Troller. I'm even happy that this guy stands around 6'5". Shesko. I mean, we need someone who can bully defenders, and Rasmus Hojlund doesn't have that. So if Newcastle is coming in with a loan option and they're ready to pay £4 million just to take Rasmus Hojlund with an option to buy over 60, how much? 60, sorry, over 39, 37 million pounds, I'm happy with that. I'm very, very much happy with that. I'm very much happy with that. Someone asking about Luke Shaw. Player that should worry. I think you remember Amorim saying, I'm very happy that Luke Shaw is back. He's a world-class player, blah, blah. He gave him his flowers and all that, but he said, but he has to stay fit this season because he has competition. And yes, he has competition. Look at this kid, Aiden Haven, 18 years old. That kid is a bowler, bro. He's a bowler. He's playing real football, at just 18 years. And you can only imagine what it's going to be like. I mean, with him getting help from the likes of Maguire, the likes of De Ligt, Mazraoui, I also think he's good to keep around the squad. But I know, as I say, players that are going to fight for game time, I think it's going to be Mazraoui, Dallo, and Luke Shaw. That's if the other players stay fit and keep up. If they keep improving and stay fit, Dallo is going to struggle to get minutes. Mazraoui is going to, but with Mazraoui, there could be a bit of rotation with the that RCB. That is the Lenny Euro, right center back. Right center back. But Dallo, Shaw, it's going to be a problem unless they are willing to settle and be coming on as substitutes. Brother, what do you think of Liverpool signing Isaac? No, it's not happening. I think they've already closed the gate. But I saw Eddie Howe yesterday saying they want to keep players who want to stay or who want to be part of the team. They don't want to keep players who are not part of the team. So I think it's not going to happen. But you never know. Anything can always happen. But Newcastle have already slapped a 140 million. They already had a 110 bid turned down, £1 million. They want close to 150, 130. Yes, you might get them shaking their heads. 140, then they'll cash. I mean, they're ready to give Isak. But still, I don't know how they're going to play, how Ancelotti is going to play those players. Because I don't know how he would feel that. But yeah, he needs players because the other guy's going to Saudi Arabia. That is Darwin Nunes. Then you have Diaz going the other way to Bayern Munich. You've sold someone else. Federico Chiesa looks like he's going to join Fiorentina. So I mean, there's a bit of squad depth there that is lacking, and you need very good players. They have got Gapco, but still, I think you need another player. But if Isak comes, I don't know how they're going to play it. I don't know, because you already have Florian Wirtz the other side. So unless Ekitike is going to be benched, I'm not so sure. Unless they're going to play a 4-4-2, who knows? Who knows? Guys, please do subscribe. Please do subscribe. Please do subscribe, guys. Please do subscribe. Earlier on, Singh was saying, I think he was replying someone, both Baleba and Watton are very good, very, very good players. How do you know the Baleba terms? Ben Jacobs, who else? Fabrizio. Earlier on, they said he's already agreed personal terms with the club. Okay. But now he's pushing Brighton, the Seagulls, to go ahead and let him go, to reduce the price, because Brighton slapped a £100 million. And I know he can go for around 65 million pounds. But I think Brighton would let him go if he pushes for the move. If he pushes for the move, yeah. And yeah, Haddad is also putting up for you there. Ben Jacobs. Shout out to the reporter who reached out with the exclusive. No, that is the other guy, Andy. His name is Andy. He's a credible guy. I saw this tweet. Baleba personal terms agreed and wants out. He's made his intentions clear because he's verbally agreed to join Man United. So it's not a problem, guys. Let's just keep our fingers crossed. Let's wait and see. Once again, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Have you seen Arsenal? The Arsenal. No, I've not. But from what I understand, people that were clowning Gyökeres yesterday, the man scored. The man was on the score sheet. They were calling him the white Lukaku. They made memes of him wearing the Timberland boots. At some point, they called him the Dolph Lundgren of football, bro. I don't know where you guys get those jokes from. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications, guys. It's been a pleasure. Please do subscribe. Again, don't get it twisted. Personal terms agreed with Man United, verbally. He's a player who's ready to join, but now he needs to make sure he pushes for the deal to go through. He needs to make sure he pushes on and on and on for the deal to go through, guys, because it's not going to be easy. It's not an easy one with Baleba, especially with now the season about to end. Brighton are going to be playing hard ball, And by the one thing about Brighton, I think it's one of the team. I don't know who scouts their players. I don't know what Man City, clubs like Arsenal, clubs like United, Liverpool, but whoever scout they are using or scouts, bro, those top clubs need to go for them, because if you look at the signings they make, they buy them cheaply and sell them for a lot of money. Look at Cucurella to Chelsea, Caicedo to Chelsea, João Pedro to Chelsea. Who else? I'm forgetting now. This deal of Baleba. There's another player. I'm only surprised that Mitoma is still at Chelsea. At one time, Arsenal was interested anyway. I don't know what happened. But yeah, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. I'm officially signing out. See you later. I love you all. Glory, glory, Man United. Let's wait and see how things turn up. I hope we get Baleba. I love you all. Sports Jazz.